What's up, guys? Happy Patch Day. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, my only concern is, I think filling the PF would be a little bit interesting on Oceanic. I mean, I know people play on Oceanic, aside from me logging in to see otherwise. But, you know. What's up, Wallen? Good to see you. Hold on, I'm changing. You're just hearing shaking. You don't know what's going on context-wise. What's up, Wonder? What's up, Biftech? Mr. Velvet, JC, and RMX, Ether Bunny, Mr. Sig, Mr. Zevran. Hello, guys. How you doing? You hear shakers? Yeah, something like that. Hey, what up, Brokey? How you doing? Welcome in, guys. We're starting off with the Alliance raid today. But, in an hour, because I'm gonna do the story. I don't think it'll take me that long. But, I think an hour is a good buffer to, maybe get rid of the ads and all that stuff, and, you know, go through the story. And I will start at the end of the hour. Even if I finish the story in like 10 minutes, we'll kill time if whatever, so. But I hope everyone's doing good. If you've done some patch stuff, I hope you're doing well with the patch stuff. This is my first time getting into the game right now. I just got home like 2 hours ago, so. Miss Velvet's here. Arjun's here. Let's go, guys. Alright, let's do the story. This Hobigo messenger is looking for a well-traveled adventurer. This server is so undercrowded, that's why we're here. It is Oceanic. Say, aren't you Andalus? This certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Milalja. Curious happenings abound in the Mamuk of late, and we thought one, with your worldly experience, may be able to help us make sense of these things. Oh yeah, that's Velvet's. Wait, you made that account, did you? Doing story content on stream? Side story content. We haven't upgraded to actual story content. We've only gotten to side story content. If you have the time and inclination to aid us, she awaits you in Mamuk. You'll find her west of the plaza in the large building near the two-headed statue. Oh boy. Such. Where are we going? Where am I going? Wait, all the way here? No, read it. No, that's the other quest I have. Or that is the quest. No, I'm going to this quest. Oh, I'm going to actual Mamuk. Oh, I'm actually going to Mamuk. Okay. I like the two different variants of interpretations on that one. The myth, the legend, and then the peasant. This makes sense it's going to Mamuk because Mamuk did exist in FF11. So it's actually not surprising to me, really. Lalja. Ha! My character. Thank you for coming. Truth be told, I was unsure if I was right to call on you, but the troubles we now face cannot be overcome with our strength alone. Huh? What are you talking about? It all began when we found a fallen traveler in the sky deep Sino. For a mercy, his wounds were not life-threatening. His kind is not a common sight in these lands, tall and slender of build, with pointed ears. He has yet to awaken, but speaks in his sleep of strange things that make little sense to us. It is our hope that you might recognize something in his ramblings, or perhaps even jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Might you be willing to speak with him? Sure. I don't have a choice. Lalja, the traveler stirs. You guys stir in your sleep? Very good. If you would be so kind to bring him here. Nod. Yeah, but I do hope you guys are enjoying the patch so far. Unless you're like me, then that is the old Juno gear. This was like a level 50, like one of the big level 50 gears in Final Fantasy 11. Forgot the name of it. But it was definitely one piece of gear that I was very excited to get at one point because it had this whole like armory kind of thing. White was the distinctive color too. You couldn't dye gear in 11. Forgot the name of it. Where's the story mode? What's up, Vax? Oh, Sig had one earlier. He's doing it in front of me. We are glad to see you awake and in good health. Besides, may I ask your name, traveler? My name? Sorry, I can't remember. What is the, Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna take a lot of breaks here. FF11... Level 50 armor gear. Because my NPC had this gear set and I was so excited for it. I don't know if I can find it in a relatively fast amount of time. No, it's not that one. Not the Iron Musket. Oh, it is the Iron Musketeer set. Oh, yeah. Okay, that helps me out. Iron Musketeer Kirk set. Caress, sorry. Item, image... Jesus, can you open the image? That's all I ever wanted in my life. Open image, new tab. The guy doesn't have a helmet, though. I thought it was level 45. Something... I didn't actually pay attention to level 1, I looked it up, but I at least found it. I know it was, like, early on. That's the gear. Just without the helmet. It would seem the fall has affected his memory. Ah, I love amnesic characters. In any case, his presence here is a complete mystery to us. His armor, the only hint as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you as out of the ordinary? Yeah, I canceled that sub like 10 years ago. Your NPC, I know, this was the gear that I wanted my NPC to have. I think there's like a blue version of this, but like a higher level. Looks like your typical adventurer to me. Nothing different than any season I've ever met. Or would that be Eldite? I don't know what Eldite is. Oh, Adamantine. Yes, FF11 you had an NPC buddy that you could level. NPC buddy would only last for like an hour or so, each call. It only lasted about an hour, but it was really fun to have the NPC buddy. Ellison, Eldite. No, that's not quite right. Ah! You're Elvin. Fellowship NPC. Yeah. I remember back... Yeah, Elvin, see? I remember back when they introduced the NPCs, there was the first time I ever saw a line, because you had to go to one area under like a pyramid thing, like a necropolis, and there was so many people doing the quest that you had to actually, like, it was a spawn quest, so you had to hit this thing, it spawned an enemy, and then you fought this thing with your NPC buddy. And there was a line going out the thing because people were taking turns doing it. First time I ever saw a line in an MMO. I was wondering if people call their characters NPCs. Yeah, it's like a fellowship NPC with like Biptech said. I mean, I called it my NPC. It wasn't Trust, right? Trust exists now, but it was like an NPC buddy. Oh my god, I loved my NPC. My favorite piece of that content. I mean, it was, you know, it was great for solo. I'm Elevin, an Elevin adventure. A what? A who? The buddy system was great except for that time. And yeah, it's MMO, right? To me, it's like, I was sold into it only because it's like, that's just typical FF11. That it was, everything had a time limit. And you're Mamulja. Could I have come to Mamuk? Yeah. I can understand why this went to Mamuk, because it's literally the one... Like, probably the one area that crosses over into 11 very easily, because Mamuk does exist in 11. And so this is gonna get interesting. Wait, if I'm in Mamuk, then I must have been taken prisoner. Mamuk is in a good place in 11. To so readily believe us enemies, perhaps he comes from an unfamiliar land with our customs across the salt. I actually really like, this is what I felt about Rebirth when I was playing Rebirth. Because I had so much Crisis Core history and understanding of Crisis Core, that you got into a part of the story in Rebirth that I was always curious about the perspective about what people came from when they never played Crisis Core, because my perspective of that certain part was so different, you know? Am I gonna use a password? I will. I'll put it in Discord. It's gonna... If you know the passwords I use, it's gonna be a very predictable password, but I'll use a password first to get the people who signed up first, this Velvet. And when I hit the number that's according to Discord, then we'll put it in public. Yeah, like we'll do Discord password, then we'll do the password on stream, and then after that, we'll give a little grace period, and then we'll toss it into public PF. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it came from Alexandria? Oh, remember, you had this sub 10 years ago. We've no way to know for certain, in which case. Bilalja, we must gather our strongest fighters at once. Why, what's happened? Gulujaja's shade has returned. It's been sighted near Gokdrak Descent. Bakuljaja has engaged the apparition, but I fear the worst. My character looks nothing like mine looks exactly like it. The vow of Resolve's companion from the feet of the Brotherhood. I suspect you would understand the graveness of the situation better than most. In recent days, the late Dawn Servant's shade has been seen wandering the woods of Yaktel. I have reason to believe it was invoked in like manner to the one used in the feat. Only a privileged few of the Bonewa should be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit will be found in time, but we have more pressing matters at hand. I must hurry and inform the Landsguard. Bakul Jaja requires reinforcements. Like how you two are now buddy-buddy. It's nice to respect your son. The Dawn Servant's shade. I fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. What? Have faith in your offspring. I loathe to ask such a favor, but would you aid Bakul Jaja in this battle? Now, I'll say it after I finish this. I'm in your debt. Gukdrak Descent is in the west of here. Please go and help my son. So what's going to be interesting is that Gulujaja does exist in 11 as well. So now I'm wondering, like, you know, is it a shade, which is the thing, or is it actually the version from... Yeah, this is the version from 11 that exists. He doesn't have fingers. Where am I going? Over the R. Okay. Did someone say monk? You know that just shows up as a blank thing on my on my prompter as well. He's looking at his hands. Wow, so high definition. Oh my god, these graphics. I can see more pixels. Other PSA, if you're interested in joining the Deep Dungeon Community Alliance raid, it's going to be on Oceanic region. So, I didn't have a problem getting in there earlier, so like I logged in maybe about 2-3 hours ago, had no problem getting over here, so. Yeah, please. Do I prefer 14 to 11 nowadays? Solid question. That's a very complicated question too. Winter year. Like, I think I treasure my time with 11 when I played it back in the day, but I always say that I will never go back to 11. And it's nothing to say that 11 currently is a bad game. I think 11 currently is fantastic. I think it's a really good one to go into now, especially when you want to go for the story. But that's not the 11 that I played when I played it. So I would only go back to 11 if you found me a DeLorean that will go back in time and drop me off at like 2006 or 8, around those times, because that was really kind of the meaty period for me to play FF11. Now, if I were to try to compare the two, like 1-to-1, I don't know. I think it's just, they're just two very different games. I don't know if I can say I prefer 14 over 11 per se. Like, they're not really like the same thing. They ask different things from me, you know. And 11 at the big time was definitely not very solo friendly. So it's like I took so much time struggling trying to, like, you know, be able to get things done and find things along the lines of my pacing that I like to. I mean, I like the grind. It was my first MMO as well, but yeah, it's a good question. And then of course, like 14 for me really is just, it's like, it's almost like a job now because it's like stream content for me. So I think it's a very different perspective. I think nowadays I don't really look at 14. I mean, of course 14 is still a game, but to me it's also more the content that I'm doing and creating for it, where that wasn't what I was doing 11. I was playing 11 for the game itself, right? Yeah, it's a very, I think it's a really deep question for me to really go for, but Gwa! That was my best voice line that I've done so far. I'd be really proud about that one. Oh, cool. Jaja is having a bit of an issue here. Don't worry, my paint will kill it. That's the real Guluja. That's not a shade. Or maybe it is a shade. Pathetic. Oh, it is the shade. And you dare call yourself blessed siblings? No, this is the shade. Thank you. I hope for offline. You know, Winter Year, did you know that almost happened? That they almost had an offline... They almost had a mobile version of Final Fantasy XI. And this was during a period where it almost seemed like 11 was about to shut down. And then for some reason, 11 didn't shut down, and rather it got even more popular. Like it instead of it on a steady decline, it got like more momentum for whatever reason. Like people kept playing it, they were happy with it. The 11 devs kind of, you know, pushed it into this direction of like a bit like maintenance mode +1. And they canceled that project. Like there was a project that was in the works to make it like a mobile offline-ish game. But 11 just did so well that they just kept it going. They added more story and, you know, all that stuff. So I think maybe you'll see something like that if 11 starts to really decline, but it's still in such a good shape. So, you know, it's self-sustaining, especially with the trust system, and people can certainly play it on their own, you know? So again, maybe, but if it's deleting, if it's lead-based paint, you might be onto something. Not bad, you might actually prove a challenge. If you've come to help, best stay on your guard. He's not alone. That's cheating. Oh, that's also cheating. It's Prish. What the hell's on her hands? She has a floating crown. From FF11, mind you. What's this? Another monster in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. It said rambunctious youth. Isn't she really old? Oh, the COP music. Nullifying dropkick. Naturally, it's the COP music. Oh, I love this song. Wait, I don't have this song on my playlist, do I? What's wrong with me? Let me make a note. Hold on 1 second. Let's add that song to the playlist. Add COP music. You. Honestly, don't think an offline would really work. Bebop. I think the way it exists now with the trust system, I think it can. It's just some of the other content that does require people can be awkward, but from what I understand from the trust system, like, you do so much of the content already, so I can see why it can work. Like, especially if you just want to do story, you know, if you want to get, like, the story in. Square made an offline version of Dragon Quest X despite its popularity in Japan. I hope it translates to Final Fantasy. It preserved the game and allowed those like me to enjoy this. So yeah, that's exactly what I think. Yeah. Alright, Slice, sounds good, man. Just learn Japanese easy. I can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. Did you take the shield and the sword from the dude? Nah, not bad at all. I think also, if any of the 11 veterans were here, I think that NPC probably used Sentinel, but the Sentinel from FF11, not the Sentinel that you see now. I think. It looked like it. Like, it was a very vague memory of that animation. But it'll take more than a couple of tourists to stop me. Taurus, are you daft, girl? You can speak. A shame you don't seem to have any manners. What is on her hands? The name's Prish. You do well to remember it. Oh. He's remembering Prish? From my world? Bro, he's having a moment. Actually, that's kind of her character, though. She kind of just doesn't care. Ha! Looks like I win. Oh. That is a problem. One tourist down, one to go. I hope you're ready. Wait, she doesn't see the other one. Ooh, what is this? That is vaguely familiar as well. At ease, Prish. We've seen to our task. Come. Whatever you say, Olmia. I don't remember who Olmia is. Olmia? What is she talking about? That's probably the actual Ghoul Jaja. Just wait, please don't go. Now my head is racing into like Wings of the Goddess a little bit. Wings of the Goddess was the one expansion that kind of messed things around. I'm guessing word of the Dawn Servant's Shade is what brought you here. I don't know what that girl has to do with all this, but she's aligned with whoever summoned them. The way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. Even so, they can't be allowed to return. We have a duty to protect this forest, and I'll see to it. I'll not see it torn apart by some two-headed imposter. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over that one, won't you? Ah, bruh, I'm coming. Rather convenient they leave the portal open. What has happened to you? Do you think if you cover the portal with a blanket, the blanket would get sucked into by the portal? You'd have to build a tent around it, right? Depends how big the blanket. You know what? True. This is 11, isn't it? This tune. Or am I tripping? Is this still from 14 or is this now 11? And if everything's still hazy. This is 11, right? This is the like that kind of dreary music. Okay. Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. We were comrades in arms, I think. But something's clearly wrong with her. She not only mistook me for a monster, but she also called her two-headed companion Olmia. If they take Bebop said if they just take the game as is and let it be played offline, that would work. But people will ask for an offline 11. I always assume they want it adapted and changed somewhat. Because like you said, you can absolutely play this story. Yeah, I mean, that's what they were trying to do with the mobile game Bebop before they canceled it. That I was actually worried about that too. It's like, okay, you're putting it on a mobile game, you're condensing 11, but I mean, what version are you going to get? And it's a mobile game, so I mean, what kind of business model are you using with this game? But Well, it didn't come to fruition because it got cancelled, but... Olma, I know, is an elven woman. I think I remember her. A far cry from the reptilian friend we encountered. Something dark has taken hold of her, clouded her mind. I have to go and... Also, my best voice acting I've done today. I'll go after Prish. Me and her are homies back in the day. Would you put yourself in harm's way for my sake? Thank you. You look like a Mithra. That's what he's gonna say. Oh, we just had a staring contest. Oh, shit. Did you have a sub back in the day? That's the next question. I recognize that look. The eyes of a woman who's seen far more than their fair share of battle. Despite what Prish has done, she was a dear friend to me, I'm fairly certain. Well. Have care, friend. There's no telling what lies beyond that portal. I am old, though. Wait, that's it? Oh, I gotta kill 30 minutes, okay. Alright, we kill 30 minutes then. I'm glad I gave myself some extra time. I was expecting the townsfolk to be indifferent, if not hostile, when I asked for sword and shield, but they did not hesitate to help and send me on my way. I think I've always been accustomed to such armaments, though. Once recovered, I should be glad to put them to good use at your side. When I did this quest earlier, I was like, he's giving himself a much larger buff than necessary. I mean, I didn't know, cause from what I remember from like the Evilist raids, that was like a little bit, that was a lot of stuff from the Evilist raids, right? So, okay, let me just check. I will stay on time, so we're not going to do this until until the end of the hour. Okay, it's there. Alleyway, hey Batra, look, if you're interested in joining, we had a head count on Discord of about 13 people, so we definitely have space for people to come in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the password on Discord soon, like really soon, maybe in like 15 minutes. We'll make sure that all the guys who signed up get in first, and then we'll put the passcode on stream. We'll see if you guys want to get in, and then if there's any leftover spots, we'll open it up to PF. Did I do have any H&Ms? You know, I want to say I did at least one. Not in a hardcore manner. I think I must have done at least one or two. I never really cared for the gear that it dropped, you know? But I want to say I did. Oh, you know what I should do? I should buy some food. I'm sure food's cheap here, right? E&Ms? The E&Ms I did a lot. Those I did. Those are the ones like you go into the thing and you spawn them yourself, right? And then those are the ones also where you have to like run down the list of abilities to like find the weaknesses, and then you get bonuses for the weaknesses, right? 4-man content? Oh wait. You had to travel to the thing, right? It was like similar to BCNMs, but you still have to travel to the place or something like that? Is that what that is? I think I did that. These awful names. The one I remember is that, yeah, yeah, that I must have done before at least. What about M&Ms? You know. Is it too late to sign up in Discord? You can totally sign up in Discord. Honestly, RMX, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're gonna be here, so it really doesn't matter if you want to do that. Like you guys, if you guys are in Discord, I'm gonna put the password in a public channel. But I do want to make sure that anyone who did sign up is at least here. Priority, right? So like worst case scenario, if you actually fill up, I'm gonna probably kick people who aren't the guys who signed up, just as a example. But at least the guys who signed up, I would say, definitely has a priority. Why am I buying vegetable soup? Buy this one? Oh, 710. I could buy this, sure. Dude, vegetable soup was the one I had. Kick Velvet, she signed up though. You didn't sign up, Sig. Oh, maybe you did now. Maybe you did now. Okay, I'm gonna put up the PF because I really don't have anything to do right now. So let's do that. We'll kill 30 minutes and then we'll try to start on time. How did I manage to get interrupted? What happened? Why did I interrupt? I didn't even move. No, I didn't follow the rules. Ban him from the server so it moves his sign up. Above the law. How above the law are you? Like if you were to give a quantifiable description of how above the law are you, what would you say? Ellie!
Eat your slop.
3 years. I am honored. Honored that you've been around this community for that long. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Duty completion? Objective, duty completion. Why isn't there not halfway through? Why can't it be like 50%? Like, why is it just duty completion? Yeah, come on. Yeah, if you're staying awake, DD, wait. No one's gonna understand what the hell DD is. Deep Dungeon, Community, Alliance, Raid, Run. Okay. Alright, you guys are gonna see this, but... Wait, isn't this like, Oh, whatever. You know what? I don't really care. Okay. So I'm gonna put the password on the announcements. And then I'll just double check the numbers that we have, and then we'll go from there. You can leave objective empty. But I wanted to put halfway through. Like, we leave, like, once you beat the second boss. Do you think you'll have full 24-man? So the sign-up we had is, like, 13. I like to think that the guys who signed up are going to come. Now, I'm also going to assume we get a couple in from, we're going to get a couple from stream that didn't sign up. So maybe you round it about, like, 16, 17, 18. And then we're gonna probably PF the rest of it, so... We'll have to see 11 theme Deep Dungeon. Bebop. Because 11 was in the Alliance raid, you know what my dream was? Nizal Isle. And the area where Nizal Isle will exist does already exist in this game. We are on Oceanic region. So if you want to join, we are on the Oceanic. Now, we're not starting for like 27 minutes, so just mind you, we're going to go roughly around the end of the hour, because that's what I set the schedule to, so I want to give some time for like the guys who will just show up at the end of the hour. So, you know, hop in if you want to, if you're not doing anything else. I'm gonna like definitely like hit the restroom at some point, hit some ads before we go and everything, but just mind you that I'll keep the schedule that we're going, but I can chill with you guys for a little bit, no problem. And this might be a really good opportunity to ease it in too, you know? So don't feel pressured if you're like listening now, if you're like on the road and you're like, oh, I'm not here yet. Don't worry, we're start on time. Got a good VPN route, nice. So yeah, if anyone, by the way, this is also to anyone else listening, like maybe you don't want to spawn. I did put the passcode in the Discord. So you want to check the Discord announcements for that. I'll put it in stream a little closer to the end of the hour. So if anyone else like doesn't want to join Discord but is willing to join, we are in Oceanic, and I'll put the password there. Unless you can just look at the VOD because it's on the VOD. And then we'll see who else joins, and then we'll toss it up. Didn't realize we had so many healer mains. So I could only play Pictomancer, mind you. I could technically play Red Mage, but I can only really play Pictomancer. It's the only thing I have leveled. Velvet was yelling at me that it wasn't Black Mage, but like, look at my Black Mage. Where's my Black Mage? There's my Black Mage. See? I couldn't do Black Mage if I wanted to. Hey Liz, how you doing? Welcome in. I hopped in as Summoner despite maining healer because, good lord, so many healers. There's only one healer slot left. I guess healers, this is me getting a crash course on what you guys are liking these days. Full of sub healer means no surprise here. Well, now, from what I've heard, White Mage is a little bonkers in Deep Dungeon now. That's what I heard. like bonkers level. I'd be interested to try White Mage. I haven't actually really absorbed the updates to the jobs at the moment. Alright. Let's do a quick ready check to make sure everyone's here. If I die, I blame Velvet, because she's gonna rescue me and take crap. Alright, let's do it. Is it still possible to travel from the other data centers? Not that I would have joined, I haven't played... Yes, so Oceanic is the one data center that everyone can hop into. Like, literally. No matter where you are, you can hop into it. So, that's why we're here, is because of that. Is because of that. Ow! I got flashbang! What the hell? That's a flashbang. Ooh, pretty. This is the music from... one of the endgame errors. That's not very descriptive. Isn't this the music from like Dynamis? Oh, there's Prish. She's standing right over there. This area looks badass. It's fractured like hell. I should food. Well, I don't know what the new food I bought, so I'll just use the old one. We have no DMV photos. Well done. Everyone came prepared. This is Dynamis. This is Dynamis enemies, the Goblin replica. Don't mind me, I don't really remember how to play this job. I haven't played this job in a long time. Ow. Ow, I'm already dead. I couldn't see shit. Quick, someone raise me. I got the Karen Sode and the optical hat. I don't want to go that serious. That was fast. Well, I ran into AoE and then I died.
Careful. That girl is stronger than she looks.
Oh good, I don't have to voice anything. Yeah, she's kind of strong. Okay, we can fall off the arena. Oh, checkered arena? Great. Hey Wobbling, how you doing? Welcome in. I got every effect on. This is how I play the game, man. You should see me on PvP days. It's great. This is definitely the largest collection of Necromancers out. I'm great. I am excited to do this one.
How about we start with a big fat knuckle sandwich?
That's a raid where I went. Good music. I gotta put this on my playlist. Oh, out in. Okay, got it.
Is that all you've got? Wait for it.
Is it on the out? Okay, got it. Happy with it abandoned so many times. I'm glad. I'm hearing some good things about it, so... The music is gonna be top-notch easily, which is gonna be nice. Extra flares.
By the light of the dawn.
I'm too far from everything.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh my god, the ping though, it's nutty. Okay, tight arena. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, I see. I'm gonna fall at the arena. Okay, I got it. It was a knock back in. Okay.
Man, is that all?
Excellent, you barely started this. I've had time to finish my run.
The blessed
we started like pretty much right on time, so I'm really happy with the schedule. I didn't see the outside of the arena. Like at the very last bit, I realized what was going on.
'cause so am I.
Get in, get in. Oh, am I targeting the boss? Oops.
You ready for this?
Okay, now I see the outside arena.
Wait for it. Open your eyes.
Although I couldn't actually tell which one I was. I wasn't paying attention to that. Asturian Fist, that's a FF11 attack. Yeah, I think it's isn't Asturian a 8-hit combo? From what I can remember. I believe it's an 8-hit combo.
Having a party? Time to get serious.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. You can't stop the flood of mortal existence.
I wonder what song. I wonder if they're gonna keep this song or they're gonna change the songs per fight. This is a really good song to go with. No, that's not good. I don't know which one. Ow. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be dead. Hooray! In my butt. I can tell which one it was, but
Big with this one. But first,
what the line's my egg? Alright, let's see. What do we got?
only way out is forward.
Casting? I should just take it, honestly. Ooh, it's a cap. Oh, it's the... I know what cap that is, too. Did I just roll a 1? Are you serious?
Forest, huh?
I think I rolled a 1. Z-Tai! Sanctuary of Z-Tai. Are they gonna play the music?
We'll look after the girl.
I don't hear music. No, they're playing the, Battle Theme 1. Is that what they're playing? Yeah. Yeah, this is... No, this is the Dungeon Theme 1. Yeah, Dungeon Theme 1. So this is like Z... This is the tree, you're right. It's not Z-Tai, it's the tree in Z-Tai.
Kind of Tural Vitral?
Oh my god. Also, the effect of... I actually like this a lot. The effect of, the music actually dies out and goes into combat. Like, it plays when you're in combat. Excellent touch. That's exactly how it is in 11. Crabs? Yeah. Yeah, this is like a little bit of a higher level area in 11. See the music? The music goes to nothing.
Think up ahead.
Excellent. Really good. Good Nidhogg. Wait. That's not what I need. Okay, sorry.
A dragon? But surely it's no match for you.
Oh, Fafnir. Oh, yeah. This is the area that Fafnir spawns in. Oh, yeah. What music are they gonna play now? Ugh. Good pick. Dungeon 3. This would be the song I think that would play if you're in the actual game. You would actually hear this song. Ooh, that's wide. Out, I guess. I have this song on my playlist. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, hell, dude. Oh, hell. I'm dead. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like forward attack. Not make a arena. Although, to be fair, like, that seems to also be the theme right now, right? Ooh, and it opens? Ooh, okay. Alright. Okay. I have buttons. Now, I never really fought this boss in 11, so I couldn't tell you if the moves are very similar. Probably similar. At least in theory. What are you doing? Uh-huh. No. Okay. Oh! Didn't see that one. That is a very wide AoE. I didn't see the circle AoEs there. Oh, this is very nutty and I like it. Tail? Yeah, are ya? That is a lot of ads. Wing? I didn't see the move. Dark Matter Blast. Oh, just a raid wide, okay. Hard Roar, I know that's a move that it has. Oh boy. I remembered. Whew. That was a little... Really? I got hit. Oh, you know what? Oceanic region. It's fine. Oceanic ping, it's fine. Whatever. Oh god, it's coming from the inside. Oh, we won. Heyo. Where's the...
Teleportation magic. Ah, brace yourselves.
That was cool. That was fun. I like the chaos of the fight.
Aye, so where are we now?
Sky!
What are these floating ruins?
I like how they're just going through the cycling of all the FF11 music. Fantastic. So you said Sky? What do you mean? That proves I'm OG? What's I'm OG? What else would you call this? Like by its real name, please. They call it Sora? Really? It's always been Sky to me. And I didn't even do much in this area. I just know it existed. Like I didn't do much of the endgame in here. I never joined that faction of people that was like grinding this out, but I knew what it was. Like I probably was here for like a little bit to go to like the other stuff. I didn't realize the music actually kicked in. This lore. Oh, thank you. Path should have led straight to the palace. I'm going to be late for the spawn. At this rate? Fantastic. I've been invited to a Sky Link shell, but sadly I didn't have access to it when they asked. But I also was too young to make the commitment. Rip H, dude. This is Battle Theme 1. I think it's literally called Battle Theme 1. Isn't it? I mean, this is called the Echoes of Vana'diel, right? So I mean, that would definitely like load out into what that is. The echoes of it. Does it make me want to resub to 11? Not making me want to resub to 11, but I'm definitely enjoying it. Certainly gonna enjoy it. Oh, you little jerk. Best worst game out. I thoroughly enjoyed my time when I played it back in 04 to 2012. Really did enjoy the game. Like it's got some of the best memories that I've ever really had. It's just, I'll always say, like, if I ever want to go back there, I go back there because someone, you know, time travels me back there. I wouldn't go back now. Or Lord, oh, did I miss it? Next time I'll go back. Ellie, did you play 11? I must have not paid attention to this. I know I missed it. I know, I'm sorry. I was late. Oceanic ping, man. When you said it, it was like 12 minutes later. Oh, you never played it. So this is Divine Might. Good old Divine Might. It's so... This fight, when you did it in 11, you could actually fight this one at a time. But you fought them, you had an option to fight all 5 of them at the same time, because you got a special item for doing it. And I assumed that we're gonna get this fight, and it would be all 5 of them, so... This was a very interesting fight in FF11, but this is precisely how this loaded in. Like, this is exactly the arena and everything, so it's cool. This is a good song. The fight is called Divine Might, but I don't remember the name of this song in particular, like what the actual name of the song is. I have this on my playlist too. Sig's trying to be a little cheeky over there. Why are they on me? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. That was, we are fighting 3 fights. Right, I got it. Oh my god, this ping. This ping's so bad. I can feel it. When's that thing going off?
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
It's funny how those quick mechanics, like, I had almost no problem keeping up with. I had a problem with all the other ones, but this one is just like, yeah, this is just good.
Twisted by the envy that drives you.
My team has one, doesn't it? No? Shit, I don't know what my team is. I guess just YOLO.
Cowardice dismembers.
Oh. I'm getting a little distracted because I don't think you're hearing it. But there's like booming happening in like behind me. Like I think maybe like fireworks are going off or something. So it was kind of distracting a little bit. It's still happening. It sounds so weird because it's not like your traditional fireworks. Anyway.
You shall be smothered by the
That is a blink. I'm actually now looking at the, what is this? Shit. Oh, I see. I'm starting to see the abilities. I saw Mighty Strikes go off. That's a 2-hour for FF11.
You shall be defeated by the apathy that plagues.
That is interruptible. Or I guess it's interruptible by killing this. Huh? Okay.
Envy and ghosts. Cowardice dismembers.
Shit. Oh, I didn't get it. Also, I didn't get a good position there to jump back. Oh, that's gonna be a spamming weapon skill. This guy's gonna spam all the weapon skills because that's a samurai 2-hour.
You shall be consumed by the cowardice that binds you.
stack? Kind of a stack. Rampage is a 5-hit combo with an axe. Of course, it didn't look like that, but it is a 5-hit combo. That was a good fight. I like that fight. It's so funny that that fight was probably the most chaotic of all, but I handled it the best. Like the more crazy it is, the better I am. It's funny.
Our next destination.
Good old Shadow Lord coming up. Oh yeah, Fighters with the Crystal is the name of the song. You're right. Yeah.
What? Why only you?
Yo, let's go. Look at all the first timers right here. Can I hit the button? Look at all the first timers. Amazing. Can I get off this say thing? Oh, and anyone in stream, let's try to hang for a screenshot after. It's the Shadow Lord. Kindred Rage.
Come, mortals. Allow me to show you the depths of my hatred.
He didn't have a voice. He didn't have a voice in He didn't have a voice in FF11. Just gonna put it out there. Oh, I imagine we die going outside. My food's about to roll. You want Darebot? Look! Don't look at spoilers. Don't look at spoilers. Oh, thanks, Sig. You know what? I always need you to show me the way. This is the old Shadow. This is the old Shadow Lord music. Did I ready check? I did, right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Not my personal favorite of music, but it certainly has a lot of memories in terms of, you know, when you hear it and stuff. It sounds like everyone's ready. Berry Bon. Okay, they're ready. They kicked you out.
I cannot die! Not until I have eradicated you and your kind from this world!
Giga Slash. Oh. Oh. We have problems. I don't know what this is gonna be. Oh, I see. Okay, I also see that one now too. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong button. Okay, it's 4, so I guess it doesn't matter right now.
There will be naught left of man but smoke and ash.
Hell. In. Okay.
Let the fires ride and rage. Kneel before me. Your demise shall portend the extinction of Altana's vile progeny.
Stack.
This insult, I will
You go so
scour
far.
it away with your blood. Give up your painful strivings. Give in to the darkness of oblivion. Your funeral dirge has begun. Its mournful notes sing of your demise.
Petra Slush.
Riches built. Return to the feculent soil that birthed you.
Oh, Jesus, hell, dude. Okay, at least I got that.
Fate of my rage quenches the candle of your trivial existence.
Oh. Oh shit. Damn it. I didn't see the first one. Damn. Dej. Heal myself. Okay, nice.
The brunt of the deepest rancor and wrath.
Yeah, the memory ones are always not the best on. I think I think too much with the memory ones. That's a stack. Oh, damn it. Oh, haha.
I will crush you like the insects you are. I
Did I see Super Bowl light change? Yes, I did see the Super Bowl light change. Should be cake now. I don't know about cake, but I think it'll be definitely a much different rotation, that's for sure. Oh, I didn't see the first one. I'm so dead. Yeah, I missed the first one. I missed that other one. I thought it was gonna go from the opposite direction. My bad. I was gonna say I could admire the background, but I'm already getting rhythm, so. It's very dej around here. Super dej. That is a thin line. Nice AoE. Easily better than the last 6 Alliance raids. High praise. I really like the third fight. I think by far the third fight was certainly my favorite. Period. But I've always liked fast fights. That's why I like Administrator and EO. Administrator is fast fight and I like it a lot. Oh, there's no way I was dodging that one with this thing. Holy shit. Oh, I'm so dead. Hank for a screenshot at the end, guys. Extra 90% HP, more healing from Aurora. Very comfy now. Home away from home. Good job, guys. We didn't wipe at all. Gamers. I think I died the most in the last fight, which is expected, but that was really, really good. Da na 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 na. There's no music. Well, Dawn Trail's fun. They really upped the difficulty and duties. Veterans of 11 content, obviously. Oh, this song, right? Isn't this the entry of Final Fantasy 11? Hell yeah! Good job, team. Is there anything cool that we can get? Cards? Nano Lord? Shadow Lord card. Shadow Lord card. Tattered sheet music. Which one is it? Unfamiliar format. Interesting. So could have gotten the... Oh, I could have gotten the body piece. Unfortunate. Too late for me now. Alright. Screenshot! I'm really bad at G-pose, so if anyone has a good... If anyone has a good G-pose, then please put it in Discord, because I am not good at G-pose. I'm literally just gonna sit here and just do it the boring way and just go like this, and... Not even G-pose. Just do it like this. Because I'm really bad with it. Who's the one standing over here? Thanks, Sig. I'm gonna make sure that I... Wait, I gotta make sure I get that correct timing. I gotta make sure I get everyone here. That's good. Let's go. Perfect. Yeah, that was good timing. Yeah, good timing. I'll hang here for like a minute, so anyone who's actually an expert, like Wallin, by the way, give Wallin like some time to make screenshots, because he is the master of screenshots, let me tell you. But good job. Thank you guys for coming. Like I said, we don't do very many community things very often. You know, I mean, solo content, but when we do, you guys show up, and it's pretty badass. Let's freaking go. So, thank you for joining that one. I hope you all had fun. I had fun. I had a blast. It's really a lot better with the Fendos too. So, the sheet is a currency that you can buy in any with the... Ooh! If only they put the orchestration in, if they put the orchestration in Deep Dungeon. Customize MP3 player music. Ugh, the day. The third fight, sick, Octavarius. Love the third fight. And I was saying how, like, just for some reason, I did really well in that third fight, and it was the most chaotic of them all, and for some reason that just... It jives with my thingy. Hey, thank you for coming, and guys, thank you for the EU guys that are showing up here. Really means a lot. I mean, I know what time it is for you, and thank you for at least taking some time out of your day to do this. I want a square music player like the Nintendo one. You know, lore-wise, I mean, it does like doesn't the 15 car have a music player, and we can have an MP3 player from 15. You know, we can do that. So, thank you very much. It was a blast. Third fight, super fun. Yeah, I really like that third fight. I would go and just do the third fight. We should have an MP3 player. You know. But yeah, thanks guys. Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot. Good job not wiping, dude. Ellie. Ellie approves. You know what? At the end of the day, that's all I really cared about. Velvet didn't kill me. She said she was promised that she was gonna kill me, and she didn't kill me. Unfortunate. I should have done it beforehand, so I knew how to best kill you, rescue. But that's what Velvet's gonna do, and she didn't do it. Chaotic Alliance raid version of that third fight, please. I'm in. Maybe I'd actually do it. I saved you with Benediction. Why are you yelling at me? I'm just saying, with Chaotic Raids being a format now, a chaotic variant of that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys said it right there. So I'm gonna stay here a little bit. Once I see Wallen kind of step out, then I will step out because I know I'm trusting him to do some badass screenshots. Not to put you on the spot, but I know a lot of you guys can post. And please use the screenshot in Discord to post your screenshots. And I might want to use one of those for social media too. I'm gonna use mine, but I'll probably share like some of your guys too. I definitely want to post this up in the social. So I like all the glams, dude. We got the Christmas here, got the shakers. Look at all the glams, amazing. I love this one right there, like Sherlock glam over there. The classic dancer glam. Ellie, looking classic herself. Good blue. I love the colors. Amazing. Sig in the background. That's like me IRL. If there's like a group shot, I'm just somewhere else, you know. The tank busters should have been shared. This was a fun one, but I'm biased. I would say. I would say I'm a little biased here. You know, if I were to think about the other alliance raids and how they were compared to this one. But it was nice, like, seeing kind of the, you know, getting thrown back into FF11 and how they reorganize the fights and everything. So it's nice. It'd be interesting to see what they're gonna do about the third one because they really jumped a lot here. They jumped I guess 2 expansions. Maybe they hop into the next other expansions after. Because you're gonna start looking into Treasures and Wings of the Goddess and the last one that is Seekers, I think, that I didn't play. So I imagine that's gonna be later. But if you start going to the Wings of the Goddess is gonna be that's gonna be like time travel stuff if you do Wings of the Goddess. And then I think the pivotal one is going to be Treasures of Autogon, because Treasures of Autogon literally has Mamuk in it. I am going through the story, so I know that there's post-story here, so I'll go through the story, and then after that, we will, I'll go into Deep Dungeon after that. There was a lot more content after the stuff we stopped playing. I have no idea what Seekers is gonna be, so I couldn't tell you anything. I know I got most of Wings of the Goddess. I think I at least finished the storyline for Wings of the Goddess. I will remember some of them. I think Treasures of Autogon, it would be interesting, because they might do it next if you're doing it in order, but I wouldn't be surprised if you do it last, because it's relevant to 14. But I will do the story. I will read through the story after this one. We read through the story in the beginning, and then I'll read the story after that. Alright, I'm gonna step... Unless you guys start stepping out now, I'm gonna step out at 75, so like 2 minutes from now I'll step out. And we'll keep going with the stream. Good. Wallen, you got your screenshots? Pog, dude. I wonder if they'll introduce some of the other expansion girls. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, I wonder who our guide is going to be. I mean, don't tell me, right? Because I'm going to find out once we go to the quest. But I wonder who our main guide is going to be for this, because you always have a main guide. But yeah, maybe they go through that kind of all-star cast idea. That, they'll just change whoever the guide is, etc. So, alright, I'm gonna hop out. Thank you guys for coming again. Appreciate all of you for joining in. Thank you for spending some time, and appreciate it. And you were just, all of you were very considerate. You know, if you had already gone in, you know, you just kind of let us figure out. So it was amazing. Alright, we are gonna go through the story here. Oh, shoot. It's an AI program. Don't tell me I'm in the 9th. Hey, thanks, Arjun. Thanks for coming. Sorry for the bone stacks and death. I'm not apologizing. Don't apologize. Hey, there's me. That's where I logged out. I remember where I logged out. That's me. I'm gonna go do the rest of the story. I'd bebop. Cheers. Hey, it's Frisch without her gloves. Are you alright? You like that? I logged out in Juno. I think I logged out in Upper Juno, not Lower Juno, but I was in Juno when I logged out. She's merely sleeping. It remains to be seen if she'll give us a fight when she wakes. No more sock and boppers. Maybe it'll be a thing you could trade in later. Ah, she stirs. Stirs. Wah! A two-headed lizard trying to take a bite out of me, huh? Hey, Mr. Wallen! Thanks, man. Hope you had a good one over there. I remember my first run to Juno. Those were good times, Hacker 4chan. Those were good times indeed. I did a couple characters. To level 1 to Juno and stuff, so... Wallen Gaming, last playing Hello Kitty. Amazing. How was Hello Kitty? I hope Hello Kitty was fantastic. And definitely check out for his screenshots on social media. Because he makes amazing screenshots. You definitely want to check him out. I hope your Hello Kitty adventure was fantastic. Thank you for bringing the chat over here. Really appreciate that. And welcoming, guys. Andrew's leaving us. We were just doing the Alliance raid with Mr. Wallen Gaming. A scrawny thing like you would barely make a snack. Besides, we don't eat people. Thanks, Junie. Have a good night. All the EU guys, have a good night if you're getting heading out. And welcome in, Wallen. Guys, check out Wallen Gaming. One of our longtime community members, buddies in here, and he's fantastic, so definitely check out his stream. Sorry, I'm a little on edge. If you've no quarrel with us, we've none with you. We only wish to talk. Thanks, Ellie. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure to do something with you. Can they really be trusted? Let me tell you, it's a long story. I should know better than to judge people based on their appearance. Fraggy, thanks for the 33 months. I appreciate the support. It's fine. We're in a we're
Angelus is Angelus I Yayo Angelus Clappies Angelus Hi Animate Angelus Jim Animate.
Thank you, Fraggy, for the support. 33 months in a row. I appreciate that. We're an intimidating specimen. I'm Prish, by the way. Nice to meet you. She does not remember what the hell happened to her. Oh, we get to be in the zone. Let's go, dude. Oh, the music. Should we BGM 100? Where's my BGM at? 40? BGM 100. Oh, yeah, it's a little too loud. Let's go BGM 80. It's a little too loud. Today's been full of surprises. Hold on, I want to talk to you. This is, by the way, here, this is the market board. Well, in 11 you called it the auction house. AH. In 14 you call it the market board. Auction house? Any questions? In the past, the great wealth. Yeah, see? Auction house. Who else can I talk to? I want to talk to these NPCs, dude. Gods, what happened to this place? It is kind of like, it's interesting, because it's like, seeing it wrecked like this is like actually kind of interesting. Hume Adventurer. Hey, Biff Tech, you know we were talking about how we were going to point out where the Moblin thing was, and we can't because it's obliterated. It's gone. Doesn't exist. Now, why is there no home point? Because that area is gone. It's that area in front of me where the entrance is. It's been decimated. The city's not at all what it should be. Why would I wouldn't give for a drink right about now? Welcome, Chamber of Commons. We assist job labor. Oh, amazing. Yeah, he's gone. See, that area is where it would be. That's just gone. Let's see what else I can talk to before I proceed in the quest. Oh, it's a goblin. Party looking dark samurai dragoon. This is where you go, by the way, for some of the quests in this one. Time to unlock Beastmaster. What's up, Kaus? Neptune Spire. Applicants invite our branch. Please issue membership. This is where you go for ninja. We get the ninja stuff in 11. And this was where, like, you would also check your reputation here, because you would look at the price of one of the items that they sold to see, like, if you had a good reputation in a completely different area, to see if you can get spells and stuff. The ones with no name have floating text. Okay, let me do that first. Male 1K. Oh my god. Alas, my love so shy. I don't know. That doesn't ring a bell for me. Monstrous recorded. This is so reminiscent. Check the price so many times. Yeah. It was the rice balls, I believe, right? I'm on patrol. I am patrol. Mithrin Adventure. Oh my god, it's my old gear. Look, it's my old gear. See? Look. This is the thief gear. I didn't see you in the biota tree. Get anything good from Aquarius? Guy's such a hell yeah, dude. This is actually like, well, it would be dual wielding here. But like, this is like some of the gear that you'd have as a thief. You'd have the optical hat for the accuracy, the scorpion harness for the accuracy. I don't remember what the pants and the boots are for, but also with the nose and everything. And yeah, this is, I think this would be how my character looked in 11, with the white hair and everything. Isn't that the 5th? I think it is. That is a blue dagger, yeah. Who else can I talk to before we go? Those are Strider boots? You think... Oh, these are Strider boots? For movement? I talked to that one. Let's go to the... Oh, did I go here? I don't think I talked to the NPCs here. Or checked out the NPCs here. Welcome to... Oh, that's the other stuff, right? That is, that's the other expansion that I didn't do. Angela's cameo. If I could whip out the old screenshots of my old character, I probably would have one that looked like that, honestly. These upper ones usually didn't have anything to go to. Looking the fool. Oh yeah, because there was a quest that you had to get for the tarot cards, and you had to get like a whole bunch of them, and that required trading with other people. I forgot what that quest was for though. 5 cards, yeah. But I don't remember what the quest was for. I just knew you had to get them. The only screenshot I still have with me and a friend leveling Beastmaster and Canyon setting in front. Magnificent Taru. What did you get from the quest? I don't remember. This is the one right there. Magnificent Taru. I remember having to do the quest. But it was one of those things where I knew everyone did it, but I just did it because, you know, I probably knew it at the time what he got. It was something rather important. Sheet music exchange. See, I told you the name of the songs. Look, I wasn't kidding. Battle Theme 1. Battle in Dungeon. Battle in Dungeon 3. Like, that's literally the name of the songs. Depths of the Soul, I gotta add to my playlist. I gotta add that to my playlist. We have Fighters of the Crystal in there. We have Battle 3, but... yeah, those are literally the names of the song. It's tempting to run through it to get the orchestration rolls, but probably not. That'll probably be the one and only time I do the Alliance raid, unless I hop in with like a friend or something. There is much of this we don't understand, but we do understand is the battle's won, for now at least. I've forgotten a lot of details because I left during COP. It's almost been 20 years since I did any Series 11 gameplay. For me, it's been 10 years. I stopped, I have it in the title, I stopped at 2012-ish, so... Last time you played 11 was 2000. Wow! Oh my god, you played at the very beginning. Goodness. And you still remember some of that, Bula. Holy moly. What would have otherwise been a struggle proved a decisive victory against the Dawn Serpent Shade and the rest of those fiends. That is to say, collected cards, I think, was Sleep Out 2. Okay, gotcha. You started in beta? I started after COP came out. It was, like, well-released. I didn't, like, honestly, you know what's so funny with that story? I just vividly remember I was walking through Best Buy, which I think the Best Buy still exists in my area. And I just saw it on the shelf, Final Fantasy 11. You know, I wasn't keeping track of releases and everything. And I was playing all the Final Fantasies since 7. And I just decided to get it. Like, okay, let's just go play it. So, yeah, it's like, you definitely sold them for money. Because not a lot of people did the quest, so it was really good money. Because it was like, you know, one per person. And you would assume each person would have that quest. But if you're selling it, then, I mean, you know, you're kind of going down this assumption that you're not going to play that job at some point. So, it's worth doing once a week coin for the Twine and Glaze if you still need them. Yeah, but I mean, I don't really care about gear, right? That's the other thing. Like, that's why I wouldn't do it. I don't care about gear or the glamour. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I want to do. Now, let me bring the BGM back to normal here. It's going to be, like, really loud. Okay. Push is almost definite, probably certain you are standing in Juno. I think I played first time 2004, 2005, but POC was impossible to get a hold of where I lived, so I didn't return until 2018, where the full suite was made available. Dang, okay. You mean COP, right? You meant COP? Chains of Promethea? I can snooze. Shit. Don't snooze. Okay. So, no, it's okay as long as we're on the same page. That's all I care about. If I have to hit ads here, I will not proceed until the ads are done because I have them in 15 minutes. But we'll see if it takes me longer. What are your names again? I'm Angelus Demoness, Necromancer Extraordinaire. And you are? Akuljaja. Angelus, N. Akuljaja, right? You look like a Mithra. More importantly, you look like the adventuring type. If you're done with small talk, would you mind explaining why you attacked us? What in the world are you talking about? Don't play fools with us. You were spouting nonsense about us being Tauruses. Taurus. And nearly killed a man on your rampage. What? Well, I do recall fighting Taurus not long ago to protect Olmia. I wonder what her dialogue is if you're a Mikot man or Viera. Viera would be interesting because that didn't exist. I think anything from the normal one would be... Yeah, no, you're right. Mikot man didn't exist as well. No, you're right. It would be interesting. Olmia? A friend of hers, you say. That's all well and good, but she was addressing Gululjaja's shade with that name. The incantations needed to summon it are said to be based on much older magic, one capable of clouding people's minds. If our enemy is skilled enough to summon Gululjaja, it stands to reason such tricks are not beyond them. Are we gonna get a Shentoto appearance here? I don't think I've seen your kind before. Something along those lines, not surely translated. Ooh, okay. Meaning young Prish here was likely tricked into believing the shade was this Olmia person. So it was all an illusion then. It's starting to come back to me. There was someone who warned me that a dear friend needed my protection. I like her crystal. With the graphics. He was blue like your left head, and he gave me these bizarre weapons. Blue like me? I usually fight with my fists, but I didn't think twice to accept what they gave me. I suppose their magic's to blame. I can post an alternate dialogue here if you want to. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you have a screenshot. No problem. I mean, I'm never going to see it, so... In any case, I hope the real Olmia hasn't been dragged into all this. Can you tell us anything about the one you thought was your Olmia? Where they may be hiding, perhaps? She actually has eyes? Yeah, true. Would that it could. But when I got here, I was all by my lonesome. Oh, that's so Trish with her dialogue. It's so funny. She's just so straightforward. It's great. All others, I don't know where you're from, but I can tell I'd love to visit. I can't say I've ever seen anyone quite like you before. You're being where exactly? Juno. At least, I think this is Juno. There was never anything like that here before. Bonus. A Tarataru, aren't you? I'd expect you to be shorter. That last one is the one I got as an aura. It's mostly empty, but there are a few people lingering about. If you know where to look, maybe they can tell us something. Go with Prish, see what you can learn about this place and the whereabouts of that shade. We will remain here and keep watch on this rift. Nodders. I think Tauros are shorter than Lalafels a bit. I mean, I guess it's a matter of perspective, right? Hold on, I actually want to take a screenshot of the cat girl that's over here. It's gonna be such a whiplash if I ever go back to, thanks Wallen. Hey, thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. It's gonna be such a whiplash if I go back to 11. There we go. Wait, no, it's gonna be lean? Or do I just do that? See the difference of the pose, though? Did you notice the difference of the pose? Like, it's just arms crossed, but it's not the same thing. Where am I looking? There you go. I should look like this way. Chris does 11 specific animations too. I think my cat girl did look a little different than this though. The eyes and the face are a little bit different, but I should do a screenshot with maybe with the without the name tag on. Here. Oh, my eyes were closed. How dare you? Don't close your eyes. Okay, there we go. Really, I do feel I am definitely curious to now watch someone who goes through this who's never played 11. You know, just that perspective, because there's just like so much history like flooding back into my brain right now. Right then, let's have a look. Oh, and we should probably stop by the Tenshodo as well. It's in the back of the Neptune Spire across from the fountain. Trish is now accompanying you. Keep her at her side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You leave okay, what? I don't need to read that. Oh good, I was hoping to run into you too. I don't wish to be overly forward, but why are you speaking with that Mamulja earlier? More importantly, what is it doing here? They would have never dared venture beyond the shores of can't read that. Unless, my gods, has Gululjaja laid siege to Autogon? Is Juno next to fall? I don't know anything about sieges or invasions, but that Mamulja over there is a friend of mine. There ain't nothing for you to worry about. The poor man's probably confused. More confused than we are about all this. Oh, time for some auction house lore. Discuss the shuttered windows. Adventurers gather from all corners of the world to buy and sell their spoils here. The taxes are a pain. But it's worth it for the wide selection. Just between you and me, though, I've heard you can cut a good deal with the merchants peddling their wares just outside of town. Bazaars outside of town. That is actually a thing. Like, people would go outside of the city and they would basically AFK. You can actually shop through them, and like you'd put up an item like, hey, I want to sell this item, and it would be like their own like portable shop. And yeah, no taxes, so that's why it's ideal. You're just kind of going with what they have and stuff. But yeah, they're all outside. Like, literally, you'd see lines of people outside. You think it's like a bot or something. But that's what people would do and stay online and stuff. So why is it closed? The auction house never closes. True. Maybe they're waiting for things to return back to normal here. Whenever they reopen, I suggest you stop by. Who knows? You might get lucky and find something way below market price. So, the way this worked in 11 with the auction house was that you would have an item, and you wouldn't see what the item was listed as. It would basically, you would basically buy the one that's cheapest, you know? So like, okay, you put up like a scorpion harness, okay? You just see there's 5 scorpion harnesses on the market board. In 14, you see all the listed prices, right? So you would buy the cheapest one under normal circumstances. But let's say it costs like an average of 5 million. You would see the history of the pricing, but you wouldn't know how people priced it. So technically, if there's like one left, someone could have priced it like 20 million, and you would bid at 5 million, and it would say it didn't sell because that wasn't the price that it was put on. And you would just have to figure out the price. So there was like a little bit of the anonymous part of it, because then you could be like, well, you can go up 1 digit every time if you wanted to, like 15 million times, or just kind of go up in the price. So what if they priced it at like 5,500,000 gil, and you went to 6 million? Well, you'd make like a 500k profit because they paid 6 million for it. You know what I mean? So then you had this situation where maybe you missed a digit. Maybe you just put it up there for like really cheap. So you could actually pay like 1,000 gil, and maybe someone by accident put it at a low number, and you just get the item because it would sell the lowest one, the lowest priced one there. So it's almost like a reverse way they do the market board in 11, which is very interesting. So there are actually times when I would actually go to the market board if I had free time. I would run down all of like the spicier gear and like the more expensive gear and bid low on everything and see if I snagged something free. And a couple times I did. You know, someone like, because you had to also you had to pay tax, right? So if you had to put up something at like 10 million, you're paying a lot of money to put it up in the market board at 10 million. So there is a benefit at posting at a lower number, but it's a higher risk, right? Because then if someone doesn't assume that you're paying at the market value, then you lose gil that way. So there was like this like tug and pull that way. It was very interesting. But there were times when I would actually run down the entire list of the market board and just bid low, because you could bid as many times as you wanted to, without penalty. So it is a literal auction, yeah. Listing any low volume item for low gil like that is an unforced error. Maybe. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Oh, that's, yeah, man, really bringing back a lot of memories. Goddamn. I only visited Juno a handful of times when I needed a place to lay low and maybe lick my wounds once or twice. I always enjoyed my time here, though. Met quite a few interesting people along the way. Always bid 1 gil on everything. Or at least 100 gil, Lolliprit. At least 100 gil. 1 gil, I think, was, like, not quite. I think I would go to, like, 1k or 10k, especially for the higher priced items, you know what I mean? Wasn't too bad that way. You're new to Juno, aren't you? I can tell by the way you're taking in the sights. The city was built under Heaven's Bridge, connecting the 2 great continents of Kuon and Mindartia. I don't say that right. You'll find there is an upper and lower level, a port, and an administrative plaza in Ruler Gardens. At least you would have before. All ways in and out of Lower Juno appear to be blocked or cut off. The situation here is worse than I thought. Anyone here? No? Where am I going? Can I talk to the Mithril girl? Oh, you can. Okay. If ever needed money, just war parties. Though I didn't see any of that when I returned. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to hit an ad here. However, I'm not gonna proceed. I'm gonna stay here because I don't need to stand up. But I'm gonna hit an ad and just kind of sit here. We can talk random stuff for now. So thank you guys for watching. I will resume the dialogue stuff when when the ads come in. So BRB. Thank you for watching. Well, they had, did you see this one, Vula? Wait, let me go over here. This NPC in particular. We saw this one here. Oh, not you. This one. May I 1k, can I have... That's exactly how you would say it, too. I saw it in the stream. I missed them when I was doing it myself. That's so good. Yeah, power 11 was the thing in 11. So many. It's so interesting with the differences. Like thinking about some of the differences that existed. That exist with 11 now, and how 14 kind of modernized a lot of things. But Wallen said, "I'm surprised how much music in the Alliance raid ripped off the songs you play in Deep Dungeon." You know, the really nice touch I'd liked in Wallen was going into the second boss for Fafnir. When you're in the tree, no music was playing until you engaged the enemy, and that is very reminiscent of 11. That there were a lot of areas that didn't have background music, and it would only have the battle theme music, and that really was that just little bit, you know, is huge. And you know, I wonder if other people are going to feel that way about it too. It's so old school in that sense, right? I mean, nowadays I complain that like we go into even like a lot of people complain about ARR dungeons, how some of the tracks like they just, you know, finished off, and then you just have like the generic dungeon music, and people were complaining about that because the music was good. You want to hear the music. That was not what it was in 11. You would have a lot of like overworld music and stuff, but in dungeons you didn't really have music. You had good battle themes, but not really music in that. I mean, some of the endgame areas had music, but yeah, that was extremely reminiscent of how it used to be back in the day too. I remember making myself a BGM player exactly to cover that. Yeah, with a different track for each area. There was actually one point, Vaxxerd, somewhere later into 11, they had the someone made a program that you could actually change the tracks. Like almost like how you have like a plugin now for 14 that you can like, you know, have your own tracks play in certain situations. Similar to that you could insert your own tracks and it would play that track instead of like the in-game track. So you could do things like that before. I think that was like a windower thing before. There are NPCs, NPC parties where Aquarius parts up, leave when you claim him. I saw the people running away. I didn't really see the whole thing about that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I caught the end of that I saw people moving away. I was curious to see if that was like someone we had to chase down. I didn't realize that was that. Oh, that's so cool. And then I think you had I think this NPC in particular talks about Aquarius, I think. One of them talked about it. There's a brief texting too. Oh, guys, welcome back. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Thank you for your patience. We're just talking a little 11 stuff. I did not do anything else. Discuss the barred doors. What? Why is this blocked off? There was supposed to be stairs leading up to the residential area. So through these stairs was where you can go to the Mog house, where you can change your jobs, change your gear, get to your storage area. So it is through these stairs that you can actually get up there. I swear, things get stranger here by the minute. Gabriel! Hey, thank you for the 19. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support.
Hey, oh, Angelus Tilda.
Hey, oh. Well, I thought I knew all the Mithra who traveled here of late. Where are you from, stranger? Blah 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 blah. Ul'dah? Can't say I've heard of it. Wait, I'm not from... Why would I say Ul'dah? That's interesting, because I know that I started my character in Gridania. Like, I know, like, 100% that I started in Gridania. So, I would have expected me to say Gridania, not Ul'dah. When you data center travel, I wasn't Ul'dah in the data center travel. In the text by the door, the JP talks about upper... Yes, I saw that one. Which army did I sign up, though? Ooh, I am Ul'dah for the army. You think it's based on the Grand Company? Interesting. That would make a lot of sense, because I am Ul'dah for Grand Company. Damn, that's interesting. I mean, it's kind of very minor, but interesting. I can't do it now. I have to go through the thing. No, but I know that I created my character in Gridania. That I know for. But my Grand Company is Ul'dah. Most folks passing through here hail from Sandoria, Bastuk, or Windurst. Considering the present state of Juno, though, there seems strange. Seems strange is becoming a common occurrence. Is that the answer? Okay. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of your homeland either. But that's not important right now. At times like this, we need to know who can be trusted. City-state. So that's probably because of the, okay, so it's based on the city-state, which is based on my Grand Company, because that's the Grand Company that I'm in. What is city-state referring to, anyway? Starting city, Old Da? No, I know I started in Gridania, though. I wonder what that's referring to. You started as Paladin? You either started as Paladin, Thaumaturge, or Pugilist? I didn't. I started as, like... Not that, though. Is my character Legacy? No, it's not. What did I start with? I'm pretty sure I started as... Not that. Your city-state is different than your Grand Company. Let me check your achievements. Yeah, double check. Like, because I remember... The reason why I remember Gridania is because the moment I loaded into the game, I was playing on Standard. And I remember distinctly trying to change it immediately because I didn't know what that was. And, like, I never played Standard. I never played WoW. So I changed it immediately, and I remember it was in Gridania. I mean, maybe I'm misremembering, but I'm like, 95% sure I started off in Gridania. I started in Old Da? Really? Huh. I guess I started in Old Da. What would I have started with? What was the jobs? What are the starting jobs again? Paladin, Thaumaturge, Pugilist? Oh yeah, that does say 2023. That's a different character. Huh. No, that's my main character. Oh, no, he meant 13. It says 13. It says 13. No, it actually does say 13 on the achievements. Why would I have done... Maybe... I wonder if I made a second character. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna think it over. That's complicated enough. I'll probably have to worry about that. Like, I'll look at that post-stream. I don't want to linger on that too long. I guess you're right. Maybe I am misremembering my whole thing. I started as a gladiator. Oh, you know what? Maybe that does make sense. I think you're right. You know why? Okay, maybe this is what happened. I think I remember now. I think my very, very first character was Beta. Beta. I think that's what it was. I played Beta. And when I did Beta, I must have started in Gridania. And after we played that and I understood the game, I think I wanted to go Gladiator because I wanted to have a tank. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah. So I'm not misremembering, it's just the memory of my second character wasn't as important as my first character. Okay. That will check out a lot better. Okay. Thank you for making me seem crazy and now not as crazy. Bless the ability to check the past. You pressed against the wall, but it refuses to budge. Beta 1. Yeah. I was in Beta 1 because it reset. Yeah. Yeah. Because I reset, and then I knew how to do everything by the actual game, by early access. Won't open? Then I guess we won't be meeting Aldo. He's the head of Ten Shoto. When the world's in danger, he's always there to lend me a hand. Reminds me of the friends to science. Shame I can't meet him. I'm sure the two of you would have gotten along famously. Unfortunately, we are on our own here. Whatever's happening here, these people are just as bewildered as we are. We should go back and find Bakul Jaja. See if he's noticed anything. Aldo is also the kid in that first cinematic scene. Wait, which first cinematic scene? With the one kid and the sister escaping and she stays behind. Oh! Oh, you're talking like 11, right? Return at last with answers, I hope. Yeah, okay, I remember what you're talking about, yeah. So we're truly in this Juno, she says. But I've traveled all over Tyrol, never heard of a Juno or Sandoria or any of those other places. What an Altana's name is Tyrol? I thought all you Mamulja are from Aida. I can't say that one. Oh, it's our soldier. Prish, you're alright. She has you to thank, I'm sure. Nod. Thanks for caring, I guess. Who are you exactly? Prish's dialogue has always been fantastic in 11. I thought he was a friend of yours. What? I've never seen him before in my life. How can you say such a thing? I mean, you do look like the sort I might know, but I'm drawing a blank. What was the name, mister? My name is... You must be the one they found wounded in Sky Deep Sea Note. Well, we have to call you something. How about... Exal? Alxal? Vagabond in the Mamulja tongue, though it may be closer to adventurer in Angelus's Eorzean. Nicely chosen, brother. That does have a rather nice ring to it. Alxal it is. So, where are we exactly? Juno, or at least a close approximation. Surely you remember this place, don't you? It does feel familiar. He has a gigantic case of amnesia. What's so special about this place anyway? Where did that damn shade get off to? Bah, none of this makes any sense. My, what a vexing predicament. That's what's his face. Hey. That's the one that put me under his spell. I'm sure of it. So, Buina, Suckerfen still lives. What are you doing here? Surrealja is alive. You found me in a generous mood. I thought I might enlighten you as the nature of this place. This is why you come, isn't it? You know, we didn't find the body, so I mean, you know how it goes with these type of things. When you don't find the body. The young lady is correct. This is the Grand Duchy of Juno. Exactly, Vula. He didn't care, dude. I mean, he was all-powerful, so I mean, he thought he just, you know, obliterated him, but... So we really are in Juno, and yet something about it feels so off. You should turn around. If you turn around, you might see something. Hee hoo 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 hoo. I never said this is the real one. It's an imitation, a rather convincing one I might add, which I created based on visions of another world. Did you get a chance to go through the added story? Which added story? Surrealja is pretty bad at killing old dudes with sneak attacks. You built this? That I did. While you and yours were holding the Dawn Servant's coronation, Surrealja and I ventured to the gate of the Golden City. MSQ, or do they call it something else? Since it's after the patch. I think it's still MSQ. I didn't do the MSQ for this for 7.1 yet though. So I've basically, this is the first time I'm logging into this game for today, for the patch. Everything was proceeding as planned. The gate's key was in our possession. The power to reshape the world within our grasp, or so I thought. Then I got stabbed in the eyes of the resilient sun. I was but a useless tool to be cast aside. By all rights, I should have died when he struck me down, but once the chamber was empty, the gate still open, I saw my chance. What I found when I dragged myself across the threshold was an emptiness, a space beyond time. It was there, in this dark expanse, I beheld another world. The world was called Vanadil. That's interesting, right? Because, like, didn't we make some assumption that like that gate just led directly to the 9th? So isn't that implying that basically like he just sat in the middle of the gateway and just like fell into like oblivion and landed somewhere else? Like would that not be like very concerning about a portal going into another reflection? I'm just saying. Are those photos 11 graphics or do they recreate them? These look like 11 graphics. He just took a quick field trip through the rift. Is that not concerning? Yeah, this very much looks like 11 stuff. He no-clipped. Still. What a load of rubbish. As if anyone would believe that everything and everyone here is a little more than one of your toys. Oh, but it is part of the 9th. Turned to stone. As I said, everything here is my creation. Much like we fashioned a phantom of Gululjaja for the feet of the Brotherhood, I was able to use our ceremonial tools to breathe life into visions of Vanadil. Under normal circumstances, my conjurings only have strength enough for a brief clash. With that stone, however, my magics are capable of so much more. Isn't that what Zerilja used to build his army? Electrope? Yeah, I was trying to find the word in my head. Electrope. Electrope, you say? If you know its name, then I trust you also know these stones are possessed of immense power, powerful enough for my creations to persist as long as I please. It does have many uses. Fortunate then, that the world between worlds was filled with structures made from electrope, more than I could ever hope for. So, like this one? Wait, if everything we see here, everything we believed was from Vanadil, is your making, then I'm... Nodders. Gods, that would mean I am as well. You? Yes, well, a trivial tread in the tapestry of my grand designs. Oh. What a wondrous weave it will be, made possible by the endless possibilities gleaned in that walk of echoes. The memories buried there, those remnants of echoes, will shape my dreams into reality. I once believed that dream laid in the resilient sun, but that bastard's dead to me. By my hand, Taral will have the greatest ruler the world has ever known. I've made an admirable start. Admirable start, but my work is far from finished. Very soon I will draw upon the echoes once more to summon the greatest beings of Vanadil, and their strength will be made one with this magnificent shade. Very soon, so like 5 months from now. That's a long time, actually. 5 months. IRL. The reason and resolve which built the nation of Tuliolol, matched with the uncompromising tyranny that commanded the Mamolja of that world. 9 months? Is it that long? Wasn't it like 2.5 months per... Oh, is it 3.5 months per patch? I won't yet let you sully the memories of Vanadil. I was subbed to that game once. 4 months and a few days. That's the spirit. My preparations will take time, of course. 2 patches worth. But when I am ready, you'll be certain I will call upon you to bear witness to my greatness. It's a real job. Wait! This is a real job. Got a 11 sub and is making a private servant Dora. Something like that. I mean, like... he had some fever dream and subbed himself to 11. He's about 4.5 months per major patch these days. Yikes! Dot dot dot. Fish? Damn it all! Just when I thought things couldn't become more complicated, making sense of Alexandria was trouble enough, but now we have this Vanadil to deal with as well. I can only imagine how Prish and Alexal must be feeling. What do you do when your very existence is called into question? Regards Prish with a pained look in his eyes. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of my past to refute Sorelja's claims. Prish, on the other hand, seems to know everything of her past and who she is, yet to be told the memories of your life are not your own, I can only imagine how she must feel. Now's not the time to be disheartened, at least not here anyway. I wouldn't trust anything made by Sorelja to be safe for long. Or to remain functional. Let's return to Mamok while we still can. My mother will want to know of what we've seen here. Come along, Prish. I know you're just a stone, but you can come. Let's go to Mamulcha. Or Mamok, rather, sorry. Mamok. Mamok. Oh, the music. Goodbye for 4 months. I shall return in 4 months. Or 5 months, whatever. Or 9 months, I don't know, whichever it is. Hit of nostalgia, dude, super hit. I mean, they did a good job representing 11 in that little area right there. Very, very good job. There you are. I thought you should be the one to explain what happened out there in Yaktel. Do I get to wave my hands? Yeah, I certainly do. Get to the black screen, wave the hands, tell the whole story in under 2 minutes. Not simply from another territory, but another world entirely. That explains much of the initial confusion between us. My apologies for any trouble I may have caused, and thank you for taking me in. Different worlds, yet we seem to have so much in common. I cannot help but wonder what it is that links the two together. What indeed? You mistook us for the Mamulja of your Vanadil when we first met. May I ask what they are like? Ruthless beasts. They do besieged the certain cities in the thing. Nothing at all like yours, you and yours, even if they do bear a striking resemblance. There was a time when all peoples of Vanadil, and the Mamulja included, knew peace. But a tyrant possessed of terrible power claimed rulership over the Mamulja and turned them against us before we realized that we were at war. I loved Besieged. It was so much fun. What a great piece of content. Great XP too. I think they just updated Besiege like Monday. I think I saw something about like now it's like level 99 Besieges or something. I think so. They had a patch like Monday and they talked about Besieges and I saw like a little like headline of like what they put it and I think they updated it. Something like that, yeah. I think that's what I saw. Maybe I misread it, but I think that's what I saw. A tale similar to ours in a way. A rare few of us born with 2 heads grow to be immensely powerful. That power was used to justify our preeminence over all others. But that is not what we are anymore. We can be better than our forebears. We will be better. Daw. All of our hard work would be for nothing if Cyrilja succeeds in seizing the throne. Well, you'll not want for aid in stopping him. I promise you that. Oh, keen to lend a hand, are you? I don't need to know who I am to know the right thing to do. My blade is yours, on my honor as an adventurer of Vanadil. We will put an end to Cyrilja's schemes. It's playing 14 music. What are you gonna do, Prish? If she were here, I'm sure she'd have done the same. Right then. We can worry about whether or not I'm real another day. I'm not going to stand around and let this surreal job piss all over the memories of my home. So you can count me in too. Don't think you can forget about us. This all started in Yaktel, and we have a duty to keep our forest safe. Surreal Jaw has left us without a trail to follow, but it's only a matter of time before he reveals himself to challenge me once more. 5 months from now. If you're to be ready, I think it's prudent the two of you learn more of our world. An excellent idea, brother. We should start with Turliolol and see to our own preparations while we're there. If you would meet us at the dirigible landing, we'll see Prish and Axiel to Turliolol. Funsies! Let's go visit. More necromancers, let's go! Where am I going? Oh, we're actually going to Tuliolo, okay. Imagine if you could unlock Precious to Trust at the end of the raid series. Dude, her dialogue is always so good. She's got the best dialogue. It's funny, like, the depth of the story is what I expected in the first part. Now there's so much story after, which is fine. You know, I wanted to do this whole thing. It's just, you know... Look at her wave. Those balloon-powered airships are really something. I didn't expect the flight to be so smooth. So this is Tuliolol. Wait, the music. This is, the one of the forest songs. It's either that or it's the ship music. No. Is this the ship music? The boat music that you hear? I think this is the music you hear when you're riding the boat in 11. Before I forget, I couldn't help but notice how much you seem to know about me. Is there anything else you remember? It's Voyage. The name of the track is Voyage. Is this one of the songs you can get from the Goblin? You know what song I like the best? I have it on my I have it on I think my playlist here. I know I have it in my playlist because it's one of my favorite songs. Hold on. That one is very classic because that's a very classic version. And then when Treasures of Autogon came out, you had the other one. Hold on. Where is it? This one. And this was a banger for the song. You might hear this in the next Alliance raid. This was such a good song. To go into this song, going into Treasures, and you had to go through the boat ride. You couldn't skip the boat ride. Like, it was like a 2-minute boat ride. That was good. But this one is definitely, you know, this one brings back memories too. Hey, thanks for the follow, Merst. I appreciate that. It's about music before the skeleton. Yes, and then I distinctly remember one of my first boat rides, Vula. The enemies did go, and I remember like some of the high levels were like telling me like, you know, hey, don't go outside. It's like, okay, I won't go outside, you know. And then you would go into like very dreadful music. Oh, what a memory that was. Yeah. I'm afraid I don't. And as you don't recognize me either, perhaps we weren't acquaintances after all. What I know of you was likely overheard in a tavern somewhere, patrons sharing stories of your famed exploits. I see. Well, I'll leave it at that then. He's hiding something. Now, where to begin? Brother, would it not be wise to first apprise the Landsguard of what's happened, or would you prefer another stern lecture from the Vow of Reason? Ugh, I'd sooner rip our tail off. Could you keep them occupied while we see the Landsguard? Maybe take them to eat or something. Ah, I know. Take them to Auntie's to sample her tacos. Here, for that first meal of yours will be spoiled. For that first meal of yours be spoiled. Aw, he remembers the thing that he stepped on, the taco. And just so we're clear, we're not expecting to earn your forgiveness. No amount of good deeds will ever undo our past like stepping on a taco, but there's always time to build a better future. Fair. And then from Autogon to Nashimu, yeah. When you get there, tell her we sent you. So you'll see that they're taken care of. Into Tuliala music. On Tilly's Tacos, eh? On T's Tacos. Let me guess. They serve tacos. And they do serve tacos, yeah. Oh, I can hardly wait. I ate tacos all the time back home. She did, actually. Though I suppose it wouldn't hurt to take a more scenic route. Maybe something along the way will help jog Alexal's memory. Oh, this is involved. What the hell? Did not expect this to be as involved as it is. I'm still gonna get to Pictomancer later, but may have to do a little less Pictomancer later. But I can't pass this up, man. This is like juicy. This is juicy lore and content. And I am thrilled with like getting this this callback to 11. Maybe, you know, maybe I would have been upset if it actually just ended at the end of the alliance, like it ended at Juno and like there was nothing else. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. What do you say anyway? Walking the streets of an unfamiliar city feels like I'm back in another adventure. Discuss alpacas. Those creatures remind me of the chocobos in Vanadil. To say we adventurers found them indispensable would be no exaggeration. From shore to shore, they were our faithful companions, wheresoever the roads might lead us. The diversity of the people here is unlike anything I've ever seen in Vanadil. I can't tell you what a relief it is to know everyone here can get along. What in Alta's name is that? Do people actually ride those things? Chocobos are the only beasts I've ever seen used for riding in Vanadil. If they have any, I'd sure like to see them. Not here. They don't have them here. I haven't been back to Tuliala in like a while. I think ever since I beat the MSQ, I've just been in Deep Dungeon ever since. Shortcut. Can't say why, but I've remembered something looking out at the sand dunes. There was a man out in the docks who claimed he could teach me new battle arts. But he would only agree on a condition that I retrieved for him a damsel worm, an apron, and a magic skull. They'll limit the old level break for there in the was it is that the first limit level break, I think, right? Because you had to do a quest to get into like what, 40? Oh no, oh, sub job. Right, sub job. You did not have a sub job until you did this thing, right? This was a pain in the ass to do. I don't suppose you've met anyone in your travels who's made such queer requests. I have. Yeah, the sub job quest. Yeah. This is why we can't pass this up, dude. My home is surrounded by ocean too, you know. It has the most beautiful views on the clear day. Not without the occasional monster, though. It's nice being able to walk around like this without your guard up all the time. How the heck were you supposed to get that stuff in the actual level quest was available? I had always wondered, Vula, how the first people in the game got that stuff, you know? I mean, you'd have to be so much higher to get those items, you know? Even the magic skull was the one that was such a pain in the butt because that wiped parties so much, you know? It's crazy how the memory bubbles start bubbling. Yeah, how they start bubbling up. Yeah. They changed the quest for sub jobs. There's new more. Yes, because you could do it in the other beach too, right? You can do it in the one that no one levels in, the one that's across the ocean. Like there's multiple ways of doing it. 11 was about teamwork. Forced socialization is what I call it. I happened to spy a few goblins on the way to the market. I remember them living in the major cities of Vanadil as well. Of course, there was no shortage of the unscrupulous sort of living in the wilds as well. They would gather in droves and give chase to adventurers, forcing anyone and everyone to retreat back to the safety of town. That's referencing old 11, where there was a point in time So you know how 14 now has, like, if you bring the enemy out a certain distance, it will always go back? So they do that in 11 now. But back in the day, that didn't exist. So you could take an enemy from literally across the map, and you could train it all the way to the city town. And you have to patiently wait for all of the enemies to actually get back to their spawn, because you could literally zone out and just get obliterated. Because all these high-level enemies have been basically trained all the way to the front, and you had to have a high level like take care of it or something, and that was a thing, and it was an experience because you had to be very careful that someone didn't like, and you got that a lot of time because you had like some new player who was like, you know, first time in there and like just running for their life, you know, making it to the safe spot. So I mean, that was genuine. It's just it caused so many issues for the other people leaving out, and that's kind of what that's referencing, you know, that they would train them all the way to the base. So that's very old school. So this guy, so what's interesting is that you have two different eras of 11 right now, right? Like right now you have an era of present day 11 of like the trusts and the soloing and all of these modern features, and it definitely seems like this individual, this NPC, is coming from the past, the old school 11, you know, with some of these stories. So it's interesting to see it from that perspective, because sometimes I don't know if you guys do this with like, I did this a lot with like Dissidia. I played a lot of Dissidia back in the day, and it was always in my mind about what version of the character did they bring into the storyline. Like, did they bring the Cloud from like level 1, or did they bring the Cloud from like Advent Children as a completely extreme example? You know, it's like you kind of see what kind of personality they have, or what kind of knowledge they have from point A to point B. So I guess here it's kind of establishing what era they're pulling these characters from in a sense. At least each character. I mean, Prish could be a future version of herself, while Exalt could be like a past version, you know? These markets of Tuliolol, these are the markets of Tuliolol. There are so many stands, I wouldn't know where to begin. It's enough to make my head spin. Some fruit would sure hit the spot right now. No, Prish, remember, you're about to eat tacos. Buburimu Peninsula. Yeah, the boogies. Yeah, the boogies are... The ghosts were brutal. Trying to kill them. The skellies were at least a little bit more manageable, but you still had to wait for nighttime to get it done. Ah, those were the days, man. That's when you really needed help from other people to do that. I mean, you could just level high enough, but... This is the place, right? I can smell this savory meats already. And you must be Auntie. But cool, Jaja recommended we sample your tacos, so we'll have 3 of your finest, please. You can go to Guskin Mines to get... Yes! And I think that's one of the things that I did, too. I think that's what I went for, because you can get them at all points. But cool, Jaja sent you, did he? Take a seat. I'll be right over with a tray of our world-famous fare. You get a whole cutscene and everything? Goodness. Did not expect to spend 3 hours on this. Tacos at long last. Oh, how I've waited for this moment. How do we know she ate it? I thought nothing could match the rich flavor of our tacos back home, but the spicy seasoning of this meat is something else. That's a really good point about the Elvin you made. He has to be an old school analogy. Makes sense now. He has to be the old school analogy. Eat as many as you like. Those are big ass tacos. I'm actually really happy to see more modern fish like this. Same. I want tacos for lunch. I could have good tacos. Fish has taken the lead, but we won't be outdone, surely. You had tacos yesterday? How do you like your tacos? We have a really nice Mexican place near us that opened a little recently, and they do some really fresh tacos, really, and a lot of good options. And actually, the one I tend to go for is a chorizo and potato taco that they have, but they have other ones, like many other varieties. That's the one I've been really liking recently. I couldn't eat another bite. Thanks for treating us. Oh, you made them? Oh, that sounds amazing. Do you go with hard shells or soft shells for your preference, Vivtech? It was almost like a taste of home. Tavnasia. That's where she's from. Soft shell. Seeing as we still have a little extra time to ourselves, care to hear more about Vanadil? Sure. I haven't subbed for 10 years. Miniature soft shell tacos, beef brisket and rice, and lots of guacamole. Ooh, yum. This is Tavnasia. Music playing. Tavnasia. This is actually the music you hear in the city of Tavnasia. So the bottom right, I think, the bottom right picture, that would be where you would hear this song. Not in the other areas. The other areas have their own song. 20 years ago, the land was gripped by a terrible conflict, the Crystal War, they called it. And it wasn't long before my home, Tavnasia, was drawn into the struggle. During their assault on the peninsula, the Beastmen launched a weapon so powerful it sundered the land connecting us to the mainland. Those who survived fled to the Tavnasian safehold. It wasn't much, but we were able to piece together a modest living down in those caves. Hey, good morning, Willow. Sorry, I'm spoiling the mood, aren't I? You're an adventurer too, aren't you? Have any tales of daring you can share with us? Save the universe. Oh, I'm gonna talk her ear off. Holy shit, dude. There was this one time I got Necromancer. It's great. There's this other time I got this Lone Hero. Also great. Traveling to other worlds, saving this one from the very embodiment of despair. Wait, really? You're not just an adventurer, you're a goddamn living legend. A hero, a living legend. Look at my blue sword. Sorry for the wait. There was much to the reprise the Landsguard of, as you well know. That Cyrilja was behind the stolen relics and the sightings of Gulujaja, which understandably difficult for them to hear. And yet, there are others enticed by the rumors of a strange portal in the woods. I've heard some foolhardy treasure seekers have even gone off looking for it. Well, we gotta go back to Biftech's plan and putting a blanket over it. A dangerous thought, knowing Cyrilja could show up at any time with more of those echoes. Which is why I'm going back to Juno to make sure our people stay out of there. If you're going, then so are we. It beats sitting around waiting. I like the pineapple lantern. I imagine that's a furnishing that you can actually get, huh? Those clouds are legit. Those are really nice looking clouds. Holy shit. If you make it a green blanket, no one would ever respect the departed forest. You need the camouflage. God, those tacos were bloody brilliant. There's nothing better than good food and good company to pass the time. Ooh, music. What music am I getting? Oh, the Juno. Oh, that's playing in my house. That's playing in my house. That's it. Executive decision. That's just playing in my house now. With that, we had time to show you more of Tuliolol, but we can't afford to have anyone wandering around about in Juno. Then let's make haste for Yucktail. Okay, I'm bored. I'm bored. Gotta head out. Hey, Bivtech, thank you. I'm really glad you were able to join. It was absolutely fantastic having you around. Had a blast, and have a good night, man. I should just, like, I should go home now. I should get off Ravana and go home, but... Best mount in the game. I've said this so many times, it's gonna take a really, really badass mount for me to ever use a different mount. Like... Everything about the Ozma mount is just so good. I don't know what mount they could create that would make me actually use it over this one. And, well, I guess it's more a 9 reference, but I mean, it was in content that was kind of FF11 inspired or FF11 reference in a way, you know? Didn't expect it to have a different shape underwater, not even Cerberus. So I don't have Cerberus, it's actually on my alt character, but no, Cerberus does not even come close to what this is, not to me. Chimera mount? Actually, Chimera mount would be kind of cool. I'm Mr. Ozma? If only. I would love to take that claim. I can only speak for myself, but the idea of running headlong through a mysterious rift to gods know where in search of treasure seems absurd. Tural has no shortage of legends like the City of Gold to inspire would-be treasure seekers. No risk is too great if they believe their dreams can be realized. Efforts better spent on a more honest living, I'd say. Gee. Walking the noble path like you, brother. In any case, whoever we find in there, we have to get them out quickly. If only I can go to 11 like this. Just boom, straight into 11. I realize how preposterous it seems, but none of this is real. A Mamulja by the name of Cyrilja created this place. No, these are actual people. And what if one of those weird shadow things decides to gobble you up? Tanawana Thief. Hehehehehehe. That's the best one I've done. I think I've talked to these guys, right? We don't mean to threaten you, but you need to leave at once. This place is more dangerous than it looks. We don't mean to threaten you, but get the hell out of here, bitch. Never seen a city like this in Terrell before. Origin, thanks for the raid! Hey, what's up, dude? Boom, boom, boom. Wait, oh, that's like a little late. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for staying up or waking up. I don't know which was appropriate, but appreciate you joining for the Alliance raid. I hope you had a fantastic day over there. Guys, Origin was with us in the Alliance raid, and definitely check them out if you haven't already. Thank you so much for that raid. Hope you had a blast. Dangerous, you say? Perhaps I should hold off on the surveying further then. What a shame. I happened upon a rather curious stone I hoped to take with me, but it was stolen by some Tanawawatan brute. Without knowing the value of that stone, I can't say it's worth giving chase, but he ran off to the south if you mean to go after them. I'll be leaving now. If it's truly as dangerous as you say, I hope you'll be leaving soon as well. You don't know my reputation. We stayed up. It was a lot of fun doing the Alliance raid with you and everyone else. Thanks for letting me... Hey! Thanks for coming! I'm so happy you guys joined us, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, I had a blast. It was great. Hell yeah, Velvet. I appreciate you as well. Now, kind of... I didn't expect to take this long going through this story, but this has been fun. When I jumped through the rift, I was expecting a dungeon or maybe a labyrinth, but not whatever all this is. Leave. It's dangerous? I need to leave? Don't make me laugh. Not long ago, I heard someone crowing in the streets about some rare stone they found. Something like something like that could be worth a fortune. I'm not going anywhere if there's riches just laying around for the taking. Time to find things. If you guys gotta sleep, by the way, please do. I'm gonna be around probably another 2.5 hours. I wanna, like, chip away at a Pictomancer file, but I wanna really enjoy this because we kind of went down quite a bit of memory lane here from some of the 11 references, and it's been really fun. And I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss anything with this. It's been great. Like the one time I'm really gonna dissect the story in this game because there's so many cool things that I'm like having a blast of the past with. You came looking for some fancy trinkets too? Well, feast your eyes on this! Electrope! It's a Rubik's Cube. And there's gonna be 2 more, I know. We spoke with anyone who would listen, though a few were too stubborn to heed our warnings. So I kicked them in the back. A block of raw electrope, but how? It's probably the one they left laying on the ground. I take it you're the one that found this. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave with that stone. It's too dangerous. You expect me to just hand it over? Bah! This isn't Tuliolol. You have no authority here. I found it. I'm keeping it. You called it a Rubik's Cube too? This is for your own good, little man. Put the stone down and walk away or else. I'm gonna eat you. Care for brother, lay a hand on him, and the vow of resolve would never let us hear the end of it. We're already in her death as it is. Fine, you'll come here to make your fortune, yes, then let me pay you for it. That would certainly save me the trouble of finding a suitable buyer, but don't expect me to let it go for cheap. We couldn't help but overhear you selling an artifact found in these ruins. You know, we've actually been pretty good today, Velvet. Whatever this gentleman's willing to pay, I assure you I can pay more. Great. Just what we needed. What do you suppose we do now? Explaining the circumstances surrounding this place would likely take more time than we can afford. Just have Prish punch him. I will never forget this sentence. Ah, of course. Why not hold an auction for the stone? An auction? That would certainly simplify matters. I don't know how this is gonna go. It would save you the trouble of bargaining with all the interested parties separately and incentivize them to pay you handsomely, lest they outbid. Fine by me. But I'll only be accepting I'll only be accepting payments in Gil. This money will be taking me overseas where I can finally live the life I've always wanted. To steal in somewhere else. No, actually 4, Vula, 4. The following event cannot be skipped. Oh shit. Guys. Get a long one. Actually, it's funny because I really should probably hit ads. We can do this. It's not the whole set aside shit. It's just I can't skip it. Oh look, it can't be skipped. We actually skipped dialogue shit. If I may have your opening bids. Okay. Can you handle the bidding? We don't have much experience with auctions, but we do have coin you can use. Around 1 million gils saved up from our work with the Landsguard. Hopefully that'll be enough. Upon speaking with the filter, the auction will begin. You may also first speak with the other prospective buyers to receive hints regarding their potential bids. Okay. Click to confirm. Clicking. I don't know what that is. We have 1 million gil all told, but I'm trusting you won't need to spend all of it. Oh, my butt. Damn, I wish I had money to join in. Seems like fun. Yeah, she would. I'd rather just, like, punch him. For me, it's, enter, because I have confirmed bound to enter. While it's imperative that we recover Electrope, it wouldn't do to show your hand too early. Better to be conservative with your bids, staying just ahead of the competition. Did someone say monk? I have no time for the back and forth of this bargaining nonsense. All I need is one bid to win that stone. That did not help at all. Foreign merchants relieved me of my stock a few moons past, and it's a good thing they did. 1,500,000 gil, and I was forced to spend half of it in preparation of this expedition. So 750. That doesn't really help me. So, what's your offer? Place your bid? Sure. The auction has begun. Outbid your competitors for the Electro while conserving your capital. Right then, how much will you start with? $500,000 gil. A bold opening bid. I'm willing to bet that's all you have. 500,000, 560,000 gil. Half my savings gone. Surely they're close to conceding, right? 600,000. 600,000? How is anyone meant to compete with that? The other one can. He can go up to 750. One out of the running. Good. I'll bid 700,000. Key, only one left now. I don't think he'll give up without a fight. 700,000, 10. He can go to 50. Shit. I'm allowed to curse. Well, I've come too far to back down now. 720,000 gil. Raising their bid by a narrow margin. Someone's reaching their limit. 730,000. I just did the ace attorney thing. Finally, it's over! You have a knack for business dealings. Maybe you were a merchant in the other life. Objection! Got him. This looks to be all of it. The stone is yours. That was more expensive than I would have liked, but nothing a few hunt bills can't make up for, I hope. Aw, poor Bakul Jaja. As fun as that looked, I'm sure I would have made a mess of things if that were me. I tend to get a little carried away under pressure. We could make our own person now. Well done, friend. Now let's have a look at that electrode. It looks blocky. Has like 4 corners. Gah, this presence. It feels familiar. It's me, the Shadow Lord. There's no mistaking that deep and bitter malice. This stone must have served as the heart of the Shadow Lord's echo. How did you end up with that one? It wasn't the elephant that Zerilja shot in the back. He was being of pure hatred, responsible for bringing about the Crystal War. I was part of the company that would eventually bring his reign of terror to an end. You helped defeat Shadow Lord? Nodders. He's in the beginning of the game. Meaning, Oxel must have been there with her, but I don't remember ever hearing about that. In any case, I will hold on to the electrode. We should hurry back and speak with the Lance Guard. Shove it into his pocket. Excuse me, but were you speaking with the Shadow Lord just now? Yeah, you know. If there's more you wish to know, perhaps I can be of help. I heard a great many tales of a fiend from the bards who frequent the taverns here in Juneau. I've been waiting over yonder near the fountain for my companions to arrive, but you're welcome to speak with me until they do. How much lore do they shove into this? Holy moly. A most welcome offer. Though there is much to be said for a first-hand encounter with the Echo in question. Perhaps we can revisit these tales another time, after we've made certain no more treasure hunters can readily gain entry. Let's return to Tuliolo and speak with Lance Guard. Come and meet us in Blight Plume Post. Alright, what about this human adventurer that I should talk to? Ah, there you are. If you've any burning questions about this place or anything else in Vanadil, I should be happy to answer them. Tell me about yourself. Me? Oh! This reminds me of Eureka Orthos. Because they did this with Eureka Orthos, that you can actually check all the information on every single boss in Eureka Orthos for all the lore. Me? I'm no adventurer of particular renown. If that's what you were expecting, just a man come from Vestuk looking to see more of the world. While I lack what I lack in fame, I make up with the strength in numbers. I have no shortage of friends willing to accompany me in the pursuit of riches, should I reach out via Link Pearl. The armor I wear is proof of our accomplishments. Salvaged from the depths of Alzada's undersea ruins. Salvaged. You did salvage. That said, I treasure my time with them more than any trinket or bauble we've unearthed on our travels together. You understand, surely. Fafnir. Oh, this is a whole cutscene? The great dragon that slumbers in the depths of the Iota tree? Yes, I know of it. As does someone who would have dared venture into Zetai. Stories of a great hero who did battle with a dragon, their harrowing encounter concluding with a strike at its heart with the fabled blade, Riddle. Yeah, the Riddle. Good old Riddle. If only they hadn't missed their mark. The blade is said to remain nestled in the beast's bosom even to this day. To survive such a blow and live for all these years bespeaks a strength I struggle to imagine. With the music and everything. And yet the tales of its might have not deterred the brave and foolhardy from venturing into the tree. Hopefully they can slay Fafnir and claim its spoils. Few have reached the dragon's eyrie and lived to tell of it. I treasured my time shared with my adventurer friends. Surely you understand. Sure, yeah. What does Necromancer title? Yeah. Friends? Wait, link shells? Other people? I've heard stories of 5 warriors clad in black. I think this is, by the way, the gear that you get. If fates are kind, I will never have the poor fortune to cross paths with them. They were not born, but forged from crystals, assuming the legends are true. The dawn goddess, Altana, wept 5 tears that gave birth to the 5 races, Hume, Element, Toru, Mithra, and Galka. The archangels are said to be the embodiment of their sins. Apathy, arrogance, cowardice, envy, rage, the darkness that lurks within all of us. No one is certain why they were created. The prevailing theory is they served as guardians of some ancient paradise. Alright, now, last but not least, the Shadow Lord. Good references. I like that they put this stuff in. The great darkness of the northern lands, hatred made manifest. There's not a soul in all of Vanadil who doesn't know of the Shadow Lord. His sole desire was to bring about the extinction of Altana's children, and so he rallied together the Beastmen, inciting what came to be known as the Crystal War. The Beastmen's assault was merciless, and it was not long before Bastuk, Sandoria, and Winders were brought to their knees. It was only after Archduke Camlanot convinced them to join forces with the Grand Duchy of Juno that they gained the momentum needed to push back. United as the Alliance of Altana, they would eventually drive the Beastmen back from their lands and soon found themselves going on the offensive in Zarkabard. The Alliance proved victorious in the end, but not without a great many sacrifices. This is where this gets weird, because if they start bringing in Wings of the Goddess, which was the 1, 2, 3, 4th expansion, Wings of the Goddess enters time travel, which always gets weird. But you do go back into the past, and it starts entertaining the idea of what happens if the Beastmen actually win the Crystal War, because things are being manipulated in the past. Like, the past goes into that time of the Crystal War, like, as the Crystal War is happening. So I wonder if they're gonna, like, weave something in with that. I mean, that will start to get really complicated if they do that, but I wonder what they'll do with that whole storyline if they touch Wings of the Goddess. Like, this is the story of, like, the regular story of, like, all this stuff that has already happened, and, like, you know, the first bit of the game, you go into this, and you do all this stuff, but then the Wings of the Goddess goes into, like, well, what happens if the war was actually won by these guys? Peace had been restored to Vana'diel, for a time at least. The Shadow Lord was somehow resurrected 20 years later, but thankfully he was slain before the Beastman could be emboldened to take arms a second time. There was much speculation as to his origins. Most believe he was once a Galka, if you can believe it. He was betrayed by one of his companions, mortally wounded and left to die. A dear friend of his was also said to have been cut down in the altercation. This story goes in depth in 11, obviously. He succumbed to his wounds, but his rage and despair would remain, giving life to the Shadow Lord. If what you say is true, he has returned once more. Perhaps the flames of his hatred can truly never be extinguished. Yeah, Wings of the Goddess goes back like 20 years. That's how that kind of all happens. So it goes to this era where what if the war was not won by the good force and it was won by the bad people? Again, it also introduces time travel. How long does this storyline go? I know, it's long. It's 4 hours, man. Where am I going? Up there. People fighting in the streets. Hey, thanks for coming, Sig, by the way. Appreciate you, man. Oh god, I have an ad coming in. I guess I'll take a break here. Let's do a 90-second ad for now. Let me do a quick 90-second ad and I'm gonna chill here. So 90 seconds BRB. We'll do a longer ad later, so BRB. I'll do 90 seconds. I forgot the ad was coming in. I got lost with it, the ad, when we were doing the bidding, and then I just completely forgot. I don't want to proceed until the ad's finished. This was certainly long though. Oh my gosh, was this long? But it was cool. It was nice. I was very much curious about what I would remember from my old 11 days. I mean, a lot of it is seared into my brain about what I went through, and I gotta say, I wasn't like knee deep in the story. Like, I kind of did the story, but not crazily. So I knew things. It's just not, let's say, as much as I know, like Shadowbringers or something like that, which I really paid attention to. But I remember quite a bit, you know. I at least can recall a good amount of stuff, and I'm actually happy with my own memory that I was able to remember a couple things. But a lot more of like those little details, like the teleportation costing money, the, you know, stuff like that, or like the auction house stuff, or some of the quests, or some of the sub job. Like, those things are not really story related, they're more mechanic related, and those were really seared into my brain. So those I remembered a lot better than some of the other things. But it was still a really nice thing to kind of dive back into some of these little finer details and just, like, you know, go over them, etc. So alright, almost done. I'll do a longer ad later. Alright, thank you for your quick patience, guys. I appreciate it. Let's continue. Once again, we're left with nothing but time in our hands until Zrilja shows himself. I suppose there's no shortage of work to be done if we were to ask the Landsguard. You may be better served exploring Tural, familiarizing yourself with the land. It wouldn't do to find yourself lost when you're needed most. An honest-to-God's adventure. What a great idea! You're coming with me, Alexal, and don't you dare say you're not interested. Any self-respecting adventurer would jump at a chance like this. I'll not deny the suggestion. Piques my interest. We warn you now, though, the wilds of Tural are rife with danger. It is no place for the unprepared. I welcome the challenge. Ha 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 ha. I can hardly count the number of times Vanadio's been visited by some world-ending calamity, but no matter how dire things may have seemed, we always found a way through. Together. The Vanadio March song. This will be no different, I'm sure of it. There's nothing we can't do, so as long as we have each other. Staring at that hand again. A band of adventurers barely met, united in the face of great peril, just like old times. Are adventurers always so sentimental? Is that so terrible a thing? Ah, here he is. The moment we learn anything about Cyril's movements, I've asked him to contact you. 4-5 months from now. And Bakulja has other things to do. 8 months. 8 months from now. 9 months from now. 7.3 months from now, okay? 7.3 months from now, got it. That's one way to do it, sure. Meanwhile, in the echo of Tulia? In Sky. I'm gonna go start spamming Sparta spawning Kirin or something. Soon we will slaughter all of them. Is that not so, Cyrilja? Soon, my Dawn Servant, very soon. Then there shall be none to stop you from taking your rightful place on the throne. Ah, 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 ah. He's gonna get stabbed in the back again or something. That'll be good justice right there. Oh my god, that evil smile. How fortunate for me he lacks the wisdom of the true Dawn Servant. But he will be made fit to rule. I must choose from the echoes carefully. The Shadow Lord shows promise, but Vanadio's a land of rich history. I needn't settle for those who are but a blink of an eye in the annals of history. I wonder if you bring in Alexander. Well, no, because you already have Alexander. I guess you could have a different Alexander. With the strength of the ancients, I will bring Tural, no, the whole world to its knees. I wonder who you would bring. What enemies would you bring over? Behemoth? You could have a Behemoth, but I mean, that's redundant. I don't know. You'd have to have something unique, I guess. We did it!